Hi guys, the initial 3 shocks of getting your hair interlocked. It can be any form of interlock locks, whether it's sister locks, braid locks, twisty locks, micro locks. It's still locks that are cultivated with a tool. All right, you have 50 million locks and you're like, oh my gosh, my hair is so spacey. Why do I look like a plucked chicken? That is because you're getting an intricate, very intricate, detailed grid of locks. And that means that all of your hairs will be accounted for. And on average, you will have 1/4 inch partings. This is on average. This is just based on Sisterlocks. The other systems may be a little bigger or smaller. And all your hairs are caught up into the lock. So your hairs are pulled taut, and it's going to look a lot spacey because when your hair is normally free, loose, natural, the coil and the curls add to the volume. Right now, you've restricted the volume because your hair has been put into 50 million plaits, so to speak. Now, it's going to eventually fluffen and thicken and fill out. But in the initial stages, unless you have super, super dense hair, you're going to look like a plucked chicken, and you just need to plan for it. So I know for me, I wore scarves. I would rod my hair and wear it shorter in order to give a more fuller appearance. In order to fluffen up the hair and to get it to look fuller and thicker sooner, you need to wash your hair. Make sure you properly band, but you are to wash your hair. Washing your hair causes the locks to swell, to let the curl pattern in the hair express itself, and that helps plump up the lock, gives more volume, and all the little fuzzy wuzzies of how, we wanted more straight shellacked hair when it was relaxed or smoothened out. You're going to embrace and appreciate the fuzz, the coil, the curl, the kink, because that adds more volume to and lessens the plucked chicken look. Sometimes people don't like to wash their hair often. So they'll have the initial cultivation session, then they'll come back 6 weeks later and they've only washed their hair once. And they're like, well, why is it taking so long? Why isn't my hair filling out, fluffing up? If you're not going to wash your hair is going to roughly initially stay in the same state that it was when you had your first locking sessions. Now, how often should you wash your hair? That depends on you. I know on average, if you washed your hair once a week or once every 2 weeks, you will get to that fluffy, filled out stage a lot quicker as opposed to washing your hair once every 5-6 weeks or even 3 months. That depends on how large your locks are. Next one is, oh my gosh, my hair is so dry, it's so crunchy. Why does it look like this? The second initial shock is you're not going to have as much product in your hair because you are cultivating locks. And in order to cultivate them, you cannot put products in your hair that's going to cause your hair to slip. So a lot of times, loose naturals, we are product junkies before we get locks. Why is that? Because we're always looking for something to lubricate the curl, to smoothen out the curl, to make the hair more manageable as we comb through it. Not for it to be dry so that when we do style and manipulate it that it breaks off. So you tend to put a lot of product. You got pomades, gels, oils, lotions, potions, homemade concoctions, all derived to smoothen, moisturize, and lubricate the hair. When you get your interlocked locks, there will be none of that. Understand that the most ultimate form of manipulation is going to be in getting the locks cultivated in the first couple of sessions. One session for some, a couple for others. You don't need as much product as they say, but you are going to go through a detox. And it's a detox out of your habits, it's a detox out of your mentality, and it is a detox out of being a product junkie. Your scalp will go through some changes. If you're used to slathering it, you're going to notice that sometimes it's drier. For others, your scalp problems may disappear because it didn't like the products you were putting on it to begin with. That's the scalp. But the hair liked it. So different people will go through different initiation or rites of passage in having their locks cultivated. The initial sessions, that is. Yes, so your hair will be dry and it'll be crunchy. Some people get over it, some people work around it, but understand it is a natural process in getting your interlock locks. I'm going to narrow that in the direction of Sisterlocks, because when you get Sisterlocks, you're not supposed to put any products on it, and you use the starter shampoo. And in using the starter shampoo, it ruffles up the cuticle so the hair feels a little rougher. We want the hairs within the lock to mesh. So there will be no nice, smooth slip and feel, and oh, my hair feels so silky and luxurious, and oh, I'm so used to slathering it with stuff that makes my hand glide over my hair, and right now it's just crunchy and hot, and you'll get over that. You'll find a way around that. Some people put products in their hair and they experience slip. Hey, you're setting the foundation so later on you can put whatever and go in peace. The third initial shock is, oh my gosh, I'm not combing my hair. It dawns on you that, hey, I can actually run my fingers through my hair and I can style it a lot faster and easier. It's amazing that you're grooming your hair, but you're not combing it. And then you start to realize, I really don't like combing my hair, but I love grooming it. That's something that dawns on you as time goes by. Understand this. These stages are your rites of passage, your initiation into having stylable, tiny, free-flowing, cultivated, interlocked locks. Trust your beauty and own it. Peace.